You're trying to naturally heal your eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea, or acne, and you've tried everything under the sun and nothing works for you. Diets, products, supplements, detoxes, and cleanses. You've done it all and your skin doesn't budge. Many times it just gets worse. Or for some people, they're doing everything perfect and they've gotten like 70% better, but they cannot get their skin to that fully healed 100%, don't have to worry about it anymore place. Does this sound familiar to you? Sounds like me 15 years ago, that's for sure. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna remind you of the single step that if you do not take, that if you do not do correctly, you have a 0 chance of naturally healing your eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea, and getting it to 100% healthy and keeping it that way forever. And you've probably heard all of this floating around the internet for years. This is nothing new to you. Healing your skin begins with gut health. Eat whole foods and stay away from gluten. Meditate, journal, work out, and take salt baths, and so on and so forth. You guys have probably even heard some of that from me. Do these actions help? Obviously, yes. But they are literally one teeny tiny, small, and very basic part of the puzzle. After a decade of working with thousands of people, I've discovered the number one thing that the diet needs to have in order for it to actually be able to heal you. And this is the biggest difference between the people that I work with who never heal their skin and the people who fully heal their skin. One thing, diet related anyways. The customization of the diet is the most important thing. If you do not successfully or properly customize your diet, the path to healing your skin will be so freaking challenging and probably will be impossible. But if you just take the time to do the basic steps of customizing your diet, the path to healthy skin is actually super freaking straightforward and not that hard. Now hold on before you go looking for other videos, because I know what you guys are saying. I know what you guys are probably thinking. Customizing the diet, I've already done that. I've already tried eating healthy. Don't get me wrong, healthy eating is great, but it's not customizing the diet. Doing the carnivore diet and then adding a few foods 6 months in isn't customizing the diet. Doing the GAPS diet isn't customizing the diet. Doing an elimination diet isn't customizing the diet, and doing a keto diet is not customizing the diet. The technique of customizing the diet that we teach is extraordinarily unique. It's one of a kind. It absolutely works, and I can guarantee that once you start doing it correctly, you will see that it's nothing like anything you've ever done before or that other diets can do. So in today's video, I'm going to give you even more evidence and reasons why customizing the diet is the number one thing you should be focusing on, especially in the beginning when you're looking to naturally heal your skin and keep it that way forever. Most people hear me say this all the damn time and they never do anything about it. As your biomarkers heal, your skin will heal too. Len was a super hardworking dude, and for 6 months we had his diet dialed. The foods that he was eating on paper were all perfectly good. He was very consistent. He was a very hardworking dude, but we could not get his biomarkers or his skin to shift in any way, shape, or form. So here's what we did. Through the testing and the customization process, we started playing with his macros and especially carbohydrates. So we took him from 300 grams of carbohydrates down to 150 grams of carbohydrates. And we noticed that over the course of the month that we tested that, his biomarkers got a little bit better. The following month, we dropped his carbs down to 50 grams per 50 grams per day at most. Biomarkers improved even more. Then for fun, we experimented with a 0 carb month, and his biomarkers improved even more. So over the course of 5 months, we found that for Glenn, 50 grams of carbs or under each and every single day with around 3,000 calories, unlimited fat, unlimited protein, turned his healing mechanism on like boom. All of his biomarkers started rapidly shifting, gaining muscle, gaining healthy weight, sleeping better, pooping better, sex drive, morning woods, energy, better mood. All of the performance metrics started going in the right direction. And what do you know? 6 months later, Glenn's skin health was absolutely perfect. And it's been that way since then. For those of you who are new to this channel, I did mention it in the intro a little bit, but my name is Rob Stewart. I've been a skin health coach for over a decade. I've worked with over 3,000 clients. I have over 800 students in my online course as we speak, and I am someone who used to personally suffer from eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea. And I've been free of all that BS and been having amazing skin and amazing health for over 12 years now. This channel is all about teaching you guys and illustrating to you guys all of the many different ways that you can naturally heal your skin without the use of drugs and supplements and all these expensive pharmaceutical interventions that don't work anyway. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe and like the video if you are liking it. Flare-ups suck. We all know this. My flare-ups were devastating. They would come on super hard and they would last for over a month sometimes. They would itch. I would have tons of dead skin. I'd have inflammation. I'd have redness. I was uncomfortable. It was the worst. I couldn't sleep. Over the last decade, working with all the people that I've worked with, I've come up with a kind of a step-by-step system on the best practices that you can do to make flare-ups go by faster, make the flare-ups easier to deal with. And this guide, this step-by-step guide, teaches you the basics of how to deal with flare-ups, which are also the basics of how to naturally heal the skin long-term. It's a PDF, it's free, it's in the description box, it's for you guys, it's a gift from me to you. Go down there, click on it, and enjoy having much easier flare-ups. You're welcome. Customization of the diet. I'm gonna give you my definition of customizing the diet. Customizing the diet means you unequivocally and clearly understand exactly what foods work best for you, what foods do not work for you, what foods you can eat, and what foods you cannot eat, plus the macros, meaning the amount of carbs, proteins, and fats within each diet, day of eating that you have, plus the amount of calories that you thrive on. Those three factors, once you've created a customized diet, are all part of a customized diet. If you're not doing all of those things, it is not a customized diet, period. If you are vaguely understanding what foods work for you and what foods don't, you are not customizing your diet. Now, with that definition, then the next question will be, with the customization of the diet process, how the hell do you do that? The biomarkers of your body, which is basically your performance metrics, how you sleep, your sex drive, your morning woods, your body fat, your body weight, your strength in the gym, your VO2 max, your enjoyability of life, how you deal with stress, your daily digestion. I think I already said this, but your sleep. These are your biomarkers, your performance metrics. As your biomarkers heal, your skin will heal too. So here's something to keep in mind about the customization process is that when we're looking at a healing diet, of course, it's going to be made up of no processed junk foods of any kind. So an all whole food diet. Here's the thing that confuses people and the part that's challenging. The diet and the whole foods that I eat and work perfectly for me, they may or may not work well for you. Everyone has whole, healthy foods that just don't work for them for the most part. And you got to take away the ones that don't work for you. It's that simple. I do want to let you guys know that on my channel, I literally have somewhere between 5 and 15 videos explaining the biomarker system and how to customize your diet based on the biomarker system in great detail. I'm going to give you the broad strokes now, but if you need more info, go ahead and head back to my channel and check out some of my other content on it because I do go much deeper. But in general, here's the theory. During the first 3 months, you want to have a controlled food intake, trying to create a baseline. If you're eating these 10 foods and then your biomarkers are doing this, meaning you eat this and this happens to your performance metrics, we have a baseline to work off of. So any food or deviation to that baseline then becomes obvious to see if the food is improving or making your biomarkers worse. The same thing can be done with the macros. The same thing can be done with calories. So the first 3 months of testing, you got to start with a very minimalized, correct diet. Again, in our online course, we have a whole basically breakdown of how to calculate what diet you should start with. I do cover that in some of my other videos as well. But once you have your starting diet picked out, which is very important, you then have to start with being consistent with that diet, only making very small adjustments during the first 3 months so that you can create a very obvious baseline. Then moving forward, you're going to test 1 or 2 or 3 healthy whole foods at a time very slowly. Okay, here's my baseline. For example, after 3 months, I've been eating these 10 foods and my baseline biomarker feedback is an 8 out of 10. Pretty darn good, lots of improvement. So I want to start, I haven't been eating, or pretending that I haven't been eating green leaf lettuce or any type of greens during the 3 months. That was part of my control factor. So if I want to test and customize the diet, I'll start eating small amounts of green leaf lettuce. Then by the end of the month, I will eat as much lettuce per day as I feel like eating. And I will determine by looking at the data what that has done to my biomarkers. And here's where it gets really simple. If that lettuce over the course of the month made my biomarkers worse, then eating lettuce will not heal my skin. If eating that lettuce over the month made my biomarkers stay the same or get slightly better, then lettuce works as a healing food and it can be part of my customized diet. You can take that basic methodology and test any and every and all whole foods that you want. Test very slowly, and based on that basic methodology, does this make my baseline improve or not? If it improves your baseline, the food is healthy and you can add it to your customized diet. At the end of the day, you can do that same experiment with the macros and the calories and find your sweet spot. Honestly, it's that straightforward. So the take home of this video, it's a little bit of a rambly rant, but the take home is 2 things. 1, unless you've tried customizing your diet in the definition of the way that I explained in this video, you haven't really tried everything and nothing has worked. So start there. Start customizing your diet and see over the next 6 months to a year how amazing the results will be for every aspect of your health. Number 2, the number 1 place to start your skin health journey is with the customization of the diet. All of the other aspects of healing are so much more straightforward and easy and basic compared to the diet that you can just pick up those habits and those lifestyle things as you go. But the challenge will be the diet. As far as behaviors go, as far as being consistent, as far as testing foods, as far as being patient, put all of your energy into customizing the diet, and I can guarantee with 100% accuracy that the results that you get will blow your mind. Anyway, guys, like I said, check the description box for that free flare-up guide. Leave your comments and questions down below. Down in the description box will also be links for private coaching and for the online course. For those of you who are looking to streamline this process and not have to figure all this out and just have someone line up each step for you, reach out to me or join the online course, because we have a very tight system that works really great and we're more than happy to help you.